Breaking the rules of odd is our topic today on Luminar Coffee Break. Let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes or less, starting now. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So I'm still here in Iceland, and I want to show you something really cool because for those that know me, know that I've been dying to get pictures of baby puffins after the whole Jim Nix debacle. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Here we go. There we go. How adorable are these baby puffins? So I'm going to show you a kind of before and after of what we had to do to get these. All right. So look at this. Here's the edit. Ready? Before, after, hey, that's fine. But this is what I really want to show you. Even though I photographed this with a huge telephoto lens, we're talking 150 to 600, look how much I have to crop. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to start from that crop and let me re-edit everything down to here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start down to here and we'll start beginning. Now, why are we calling this the rule, breaking the rules of odd? So the rules of odd state that when you're photographing, it doesn't matter what it is, people, places, things, pillars in a architectural photograph, typically it holds more weight when you're photographing odd numbers. Notice here there's 4. So this is breaking that rule. So if I got rid of, let's say, there we go. If I got rid of the main puffin looking down upon this, this is still a very good shot. It stands on its own. By adding this, I like it. What I love what this is doing is I'm breaking the rules of odd, but if you notice, there's 1, then there's 3. So really, this photo can stand on its own. So if I look at this, zoom in, look at this. So this one here can stand on its own. So that's how I know that this will work. All right. So let me get back to the beginning. So here we are, the rules of odd, and that was it. Breaking it to make it look really good. Now let's just, while we're here, do some really quick edits. What I'm going to do is this. First thing I want to do is I'm going to jump over to Enhance AI and watch this. Look at that. Automatically improves color, detail, tone, and depth. Then I'm going to come over to Develop. And what I want to do is I want to enrich the black tones and bring out the white tones a little bit. Oh, I like how this is shaping up. Bring out some of the highlights. Here we go. And bring back some of the smart contrast. All right. So we went from like a dull image here and we did a basic edit. That's great. Let's take it a step further. Look at the grass. And again, this is strictly artistic and it's up to you. I want to dial down that blue, that green. So I'm going to take the luminance, I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and also the saturation of it. There we go. Right about there. So now it's not as pronounced. So I like where that's heading there. Good. And then from here, I did try structure earlier. Wasn't a big fan because I still want the birds to look cute and adorable. So let's try to get a little creative. And by creative, what I want to do is see what we could do with a soft glow. Ooh, it's getting there. Now let's try the glow instead of the. All right. Okay, so I like what it's doing up in here on the puffins. Well, let's see. Okay, not too bad. It doesn't really add or take away from the puffins. Look at that. So I could either leave it or I'm going to mask it, brush, erase, and just come over the puffins a little bit. But I do want the glow on the background. I got a little too carried away there. So let's look at, there we go. So right here is what's showing me is my mask. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ever so slightly come back in between. So what I'm doing right now is removing that glow on the puffins itself. And it's okay if it's a little bit off to the side. And there we have it. And again, it wasn't that big of a difference, but I like how this looks. Now, one more thing I'm going to do is let's come back again to enhance AI. Now watch. I want to really bring this out. I like what it's doing to the puffins. So I'm going to use a mask, brush, paint. This time, let's go to lower opacity. I want that brush to be really big because notice the softness that's feathering the edges. All I'm going to do is one of these things just to guide your eye into the scene. Look at that. There we go. Before, after. You know, I can crank it up a little bit more. Good. There we go. Before, after. It doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot, but it's there. Now, I know I said one more, but you know what? Let's just try the vignette and see if the vignette. Actually, the vignette's not going to make a difference because of the amount of crop we did. So if I wanted to darken the edges, then I would just come in here under Develop, bring the exposure down just a little bit. Now use that brush again, paint, just do a couple strokes, right around, nothing major. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yep, it does. Look at that. Good. You know what? I'm going to bring in a little less strength. Maybe just bring it right in here. There we go. Actually, you know what? I want to make that a little bit darker. Got a little too much on the puffin's face. So let's get rid of that. All right. And then here we go. The moment of truth. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. So again, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds in there. All right. So there we have it. Breaking the rules of odd. And once again, typically when you're photographing people, places, or things, you try for the odd numbers into the photograph. And in this scene right here, we had 3 and 1 in one side, 1 up and top. All right. So I'm heading to Scotland this Friday, or this Thursday coming up, which will be August 31st. So we'll be broadcasting live in Scotland, and my buddy Jacob and I will be meeting up, and I can't wait to show you the stuff we're doing there. And this trip with the Skyland team for Iceland was absolutely amazing. If you ever get a chance, I highly recommend signing up for one of these adventure tours. All right. So do me a favor, for those that are here now watching this, Dal is going to stick around for the Ask Me Anything segment. If you're watching this on a rebroadcast, I'll see you at the next coffee break.